Now, over the last few years, I've been talking about how I have been self-sufficient as far as veg has gone, and since we've been on this site, we have been talking about becoming self-sufficient in fruit. Now, the bulk of that is sorted out for the fruit, the soft fruits, the apples, the pears and things like that. But there is one fruit that typically isn't grown in the UK because of our climate. As you can see, we're coming up to the first day of May and it's really overcast, it's cold, it's about 5 degrees C outside, so we typically don't get that. So today we're going to plant a banana and we'll talk about more after this. So to alleviate that issue where we can only really grow sort of hard fruits and soft fruits within the UK, tropicals are not really that sort of easy to grow here, mainly because of our climate. Now, as you can see behind me, grapes are doing well. We've got all the soft fruits you can think of. The only real thing that we haven't been able to sort of supply ourselves with are things like apricots, peaches, nectarines and bananas. Now, earlier on when we did the frugal gardening video, you saw that we addressed the peaches, nectarines and apricot issue, and now we're going to try and sort out the issue of bananas. Now, bananas are typically quite hungry plants, and they will grow in most soil types, but as you can see here, what I'm doing is I've actually really enriched this bed here, and we've put in quite a few ingredients into this bed, and it's quite high now, but it's very, very loose. Now, what's gone in here is the normal soil that was in the bed anyway. We've added quite a bit of compost to it. We've added some little bits. You saw us emptying a little bit of coconut coir, which is ground up coconut husks in, which will help with water retention. We've added some chicken manure pellets because there's going to be a lot of growth over this year. Now, in the UK, growing bananas outside, getting them to fruit would be a nightmare, especially here in Wales. It's absolutely tipping down all the time, and we have some major frost and snow and what have you. So I've decided to put in a tunnel. Now this is a variety which is a dwarf banana, and it's called Musa Dwarf Cavendish, and we are going to plant this. Now, it gets typically to around about 3 meters, so around about 9 feet 9, something like that, and this tunnel is about 9 foot in the middle. Now, I know the leaves come up pointed and there's likelihood that it may need to go a bit higher than this tunnel, but it is what it is. Maybe they'll hit the top and bend over, I don't know. We'll address that when it comes to it. So what we need to do now is we need to create a planting hole here. So I'm just going to level this off, and I think what we'll do here, because we've raised this soil bed to get this much more nutrition in here, I'll put a couple of extra sides. I might build a smaller box out of some 1x on here just to retain this soil and the moisture that we're going to put in it. But we need to get right in the center of these two beams above me, so we're going to plant it here, and it's quite dry at the moment, but we will address that as it comes to it. Now, bananas, as you can see here, they put out like a baby banana, and eventually you'll have to cut that off, and ideally you should only be looking at 3 stalks. So if that gets to that stage, we will cut them off and we'll put some new elsewhere. We may even try one outside, I don't know, but for now we just need to get it in here. As you can see, this was quite pot bound, so I'm just going to tease these roots out so that they don't go round in circles, trying not to break them. there we are. Okay, they're quite brittle, so you need to be careful with them. Now, that's just about right there. What we're also going to do to help it get away is we're going to put some mycorrhizal fungi in around those roots. Now, this can only do good, it's not going to do any harm. So don't be afraid to use it, guys. Right, so we just now need to bed this in. And bananas are going to be not only hungry but thirsty plants. So I'm going to create a bit of a well around this banana to stop the water from running off, and it can then help itself to whatever it needs. There we are. So that's now planted, and hopefully it will do well in here for us. Now, I've never grown these before, so if you've got any advice, put it in the comments below, because I'd like to see, for those of you who are growing them, how you've got on. If you've grown this variety, great, let me know. Whatever varieties you're growing, let me know. And if I'm doing something wrong, let me know, because this is new to me as well. But I just want to take you on the journey of me trying to not only grow a banana, because I know there are lots of people growing bananas as tropical plants in their houses and outside in their gardens, but I've not heard of that many fruiting, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get it to fruit. So guys, that's it for this episode. If you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and we'll be making plenty more of them. Don't forget, we have a new video out every Tuesday and Friday evening at Greenwich Mean Time +1, and that's 7 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time +1, and it'll be on all sorts of gardening subjects, so get yourself along and subscribe for that. If you haven't already, visit the shop on our website. There's loads of products. Most of the stuff that we're using here is available on our store as well, and we are now able to ship to 7 countries. So if you're on there, there'll be on each product there'll be a little flag, and it'll tell you whether it's available in your country or not. Anyway guys, that's it for this episode. I hope it was of interest, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.